Can you retell in English?
In English?
По-моему, вы слышали информацию на русском языке, да? So, in English, can you retell?
We have two types in translation, interpreters, and is oral and written. Oral translation has two types, simultaneous and consecutive.
So, thank you. Who else? Who wants to retell that speech? Давайте. Вы слышали, да? Давайте. Рассказывайте. In English. So, no? So, in your group, can you?
Translation have two types, orally and written. Orally also have two types, like simultaneous and consecutive. And also, what can I say? If I that's all.
So, thank you. Thank you for your attention. Here you can see the types of simultaneous interpreting process. We took some authors. The first one is Shiryaev. He gives us three groups of simultaneous interpreting processes. The first one, listening based, as we mentioned, audiovisual interpreting with the headsets. The second one, reading, written speech. It means certainly you have headsets, but you have report also before the conference. You can introduce yourself with you can take some main ideas of the speech. Okay, and the last one is joint one, mixed one, and listening and reading in joint form. At the same time, you will listen the information and you can see the text also. Kamisarov divides into two groups. The first one is audiovisual translation. The second one, as we use, whispered interpreting. And Ismatullaeva, the scientist of Uzbekistan, she also says that there are three groups. The first one, listening, audiovisual interpreting, and the second one is reading, and the third one is visual interpreting by presentation, by text, all of that. And our recommendation is through headsets, reading text, whispered, and sign language interpreting. Do you know about sign language interpreting? What kind of translation is it?
Using special signs?
Да. We use this translation for deaf person. They cannot speak. That's why they will use their gestures. Yeah. Why we include this type of translation into simultaneous one? Because this translation also happens at the same time with the lecturer or narrators. That's why we include sign language also. So, the next. So, here you can see, I should mention two schemes of the simultaneous interpreting process. The first one is modern type of interpreting, where each interpreter will get information in their own language directly. For example, English interpreter will get information from Spain language, and receiver also will get it in English language. French, also the same. Russian interpreter also the same formation. But what about the old one? In this scheme, it was used in the 20th century. There were only one dominated language, First of all, they receive their language in one dominated language. Then they will spread the information into other languages. Certainly, if it's the dominating language, if it's English, receiver also will get in English. But others will get into Russian, then they will take. They have no chance from getting Spain to Russia. Why? Because at that time, in Soviet Union period, they don't believe to interpreters. That's why they get only one dominated languages in the first experience. That's why they use these schemes. Okay? Is it clear? So, we have some strategies of simultaneous interpreting. Every time when we speak with our students, they will tell, it's very hard to translate at the same time with listening. But we should mention we have some strategies for using, for solving the problems of stress. For example, the first one is experiment and errors. You should use any words, any verbs in the sentence. If it's wrong, for the next sentence you can proofread it. And the second one, weighting strategies. Actually, when we translate from English into Russian, we don't use this one because the predicate, the places of the predicate at the same time, the same structures. Yeah, in Russian and English. That's but in Kazakh language, when you translate from English into Kazakh language, you should use these strategies. And stalling. Stalling means воровать информацию. No? So we use stalling when we wait the predicate. But in that case, we shouldn't allow them to wait. That's why you should still the information for fulfilling the translation. The next one, predicting. We know that each sentence has their own pair verbs. For example, if we will take the noun book, book comes with what verb? Read. Letter will come right. In this strategy, you can use like this. If you just listen as a subject book, you can use read. If it's wrong, you can use error one, and you can proofread your own speech. And the compression and decompression. Mostly used strategy is compression. You should shorten the information when you translate. You can omit secondary parts of speech. You can save just subject, main object, and predicate. It will be compression. Decompression, when you use some strange words for the listeners, you can add some additional definitions. So we have some, examples. For example, here in Uzbek we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words. In Russian, only 2 words, using the compression. So, Kingsa. Here you can see the Hurmatli Shavkat Miramonovich, Hurmatli Davlat Hukumat Basliqlari. But in Uzbek, only 3 words. Hurmatli Mamlakatlar Rahbarlari. So, Kingsa. So here also we have Xalqaro Xotin Qizlar bayrami, Международный женского дня. So